So today I want to talk to you about how to cut your risk of heart disease by 64%. I'm Dr. Ryan Sousley, chiropractor, functional medicine practitioner. This is your 5 minutes of fire. This month we're talking all about heart health, and not just about heart-related health issues, but also just having heart. So there's a really neat study that was done by the University of South Carolina, and they found that men who had more than 23 hours a week of sedentary activity, and obviously this does not include sleeping, but sitting at a workstation, sitting on the couch watching TV, even sitting down to eat a meal, 23 hours per week had a 64% increased risk of dying from heart disease or heart-related issues. And what they found is that men that had less than 11 hours per week had almost zero risk of dying of heart disease. So the reason why this is a big deal is because if you look at statistics in America today, heart disease is the leading cause of death in America today. It's almost 50% of people. So if you think about that, if you're married, it's going to be either you or your spouse. If you have two kids, one of your kids. If you have 4 kids like we do, half of our kids will die from some kind of heart-related issue. So this is a big deal. The problem is, especially in our culture today, when do most people take action with their health or take their health seriously? Yeah, it's after the diagnosis. And unfortunately, studies show that it on average, it takes 18 to 20 years of, sclerotic buildup in your arteries and your blood vessels in your heart, or even just a tightening or a reduction of elasticity in your heart muscle to actually start exhibiting symptoms. So what that means is, 2 decades go by, your heart is slowly on the decline, slowly losing more and more function every year. You don't have any symptoms, and yet 8 out of 10 people find out they have a heart problem when they have their first heart attack, and 53% of the time, that's the last symptom they ever have because they die, So the problem is that in America today, our culture is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The problem is we don't find out it's broke until it's really broke, and statistics show that 50% of people find out that it's really broke, and 8 out of 10 people find out the hard way. So yeah, the heart way. So that's why we're talking all about the heart in the month of April. And so the point is that exercise, do something active. You don't have to do a bone crushing hour-long CrossFit workout every single day. Just get outside, get some activity, get some fresh air, get blood pumping through your body. And I just want you to remember that your heart is a muscle, and you've probably heard that before, but just like any other muscle in your body, it's use it or lose it. And so, obviously what I'm referring to mostly today is to actually use your physical heart muscle, exercise, lift weights, do cardio, go for a run, garden, do something active with your kids or your family. Exercise your physical heart because it's a muscle, and if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. But I would also encourage you to use your heart metaphorically. Use your heart metaphorically, because my opinion is that if you don't use your heart, you're going to lose heart. And so I'm always on the lookout for doing hard things. And it's not because I like to look at the collection of medals that hang on my wall. In fact, most days I forget they're even there unless someone new comes over to the house and they're like, oh, look at that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about those. So it's not about the medals or the accomplishments. It's about using heart, because if you don't use heart, you're going to lose heart. So I would encourage you, as spring is upon us and the weather's warming up, sun's coming out, find something to do. There's spring dashes, there's 5Ks, there's obstacle races. Find something that's just outside of your comfort zone this year, and just sign up for it. Sign up for it, do hard things, look for something that'll stretch you a little bit, because if it forces you to use heart, you're not going to lose heart. So hope that helps you today. Hope you have an amazing week. I'll see you next time.